Man, happy Friday, guys. Well, maybe not so happy considering the market's down again. What do you know, guys? What do you know? The VIX is at 30, up around 8%. We have silver up 4%. WTI is up 4%. Brent is up over 2%. And we have gold up about 3.5%. As well, you guessed it, every index is down. We have Bitcoin down about 4%, right around 65, 66K. So in this video, guys, we have to break down a lot of charts, stocks, where I see the market going, what I'm looking to buy right now. Hint, hint, it's right on the screen right here, guys. We're going to break down this stock, a bunch of stocks I'm watching. So, of course, take a sip of your coffee. Cheers. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe. Consider joining the Patreon if you guys want to keep up with my portfolio updates, see what I'm doing week in, week out in the stock market. And if you want to be a part of the private Discord, all that's linked down below, pinned in the comments. I'll see you in there. And now, let's get into it. Let me actually set up a little bit here, guys. We're slouching a little bit. So again, we are getting squashed in the markets today. SPY's down about, 1%. And we can see if I pull this 5-day, 5-minute up, we're continuing the downtrend, obviously, taking out the lows from yesterday, from the last couple of days. And on the 20-day chart, now you can see we're officially breaking through the lows from, I think, Monday, earlier this week. Yeah, Monday we hit 640 in the pre-market, and now we're at 639. So that is not good. You know, we're taking out Monday's lows, and we can see, I think the Qs are doing that as well. Let me pull it up. Yep, we're taking out 580, 570, big supports here being broken, and yeah, multi-month lows on the Qs. You can see this descending triangle that we called out is playing out, and now we're clearly trading in this gap, in this range that we were talking about. And did I not say, guys, look out for 560? That was support all here back in late July, all throughout early September. Did I not say 560? Here we are. Here we are. This is why I've been stacking up the cash, right? I've been very, very particular with what I've been buying, and I've been cutting some losses, raising more cash to buy other stocks or, quality stocks in this market, as again, the Qs are now down in this range, and we're down from all-time highs now 12%. So guess what, guys? Guess what? We are officially not in a bear market, but we're officially in correction territory. Whenever an ETF, a stock, whatever, drops 0 to 10, 10 to 20% from highs, that's correction territory. So once we hit that 10%, over that 10% threshold, if you will, that's correction territory. Once we hit 20%, that's a bear market. So at this point, guys, I think honestly, we're setting up for potentially a relief rally. Coming into next week or heading into next week. I'm not calling for one on Monday morning. We all know how this goes. If something crazy happens over the weekend, this could go out the window, but we're just so oversold on the Qs. It's a complete falling knife in the short term here. It's like we're due for just a little recovery, not a breakout by any means, but maybe just some little push here, and then we'll obviously potentially, not guaranteed, but I think we'll continue the downtrend from there until we get more, light at the end of the tunnel regarding the war. So what am I looking to buy here, guys? Let's transition to a couple of stocks. It doesn't look so pretty in the short term here, but that's where opportunities arise. When the indices are down in correction territory, again, the Qs are down 12%, SPY's down 8.5%, not quite in correction territory, but it's almost there. That is where the opportunities arise, and SPY's now clearly taking out 640. Looks like it's filling the gap down to 630, which was the low from back in, same time period as the Qs, July, August, September. So we have literally given back pretty much now, 8 to 9 months of gains in the stock market. So this is a classic example of stairs up, elevator down. You've heard that saying, stocks take the stairs up and the elevator down. We took, months to get from 630 to 700, and now it took a month and a half for us to erase all of that, pretty much. So, yeah, as this is happening, opportunities are arising, and look, Meta is one of them. Ticker META, in my opinion. If you have a long time horizon, I don't see this bouncing back next week or next quarter, but if you have a couple years or even 12, 18, 24 months to kind of put money in and forget about it, I think Meta at these levels, guys, being down 35% from all-time highs, is completely oversold. I mean, it's a falling knife, so be careful. It could go lower, right? But at this point, we have gone from $600 to the low 500s like that. They're trading at 18 times forward earnings. It's getting a little nutty, right? We got some news regarding a $375 million lawsuit, which we're not going to get into here. And that, along with the entire market selling off, I'm sure that's fueling Meta to go down. But that lawsuit sparked 100 to $200 billion of market cap being shed off the company, or it's like 100, 150, whatever it was. It doesn't make sense. And for me, I think Meta is going to be one of those companies that benefits big time from AI. People disagree with that, but I have faith in Zucks and Meta and the company they've built. I mean, they have literally 4 billion people using their apps. I mean, it's a valuable company, guys, at the end of the day. However you slice it and dice it, you might be like, oh, they're behind on AI, this, that. I think they're going to be a big player in the ad space when it comes to everything. Wearables, we've covered that. I love where they're going with, wearable, what's it called? The glasses, guys. I'm blanking right now. Whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. Meta at this point on the charts, too, looks very, very good. We're right by the 180 SMA here at about $500, $530. And yeah, it could come a little lower. About a year ago, last time we had a stock market crash here, last April, right? Seems like history is repeating itself, but we got down to 480. I don't think it goes much lower than that. I think it could go to 500, but 480, 500, I think that's the bottom. Even here, you could argue it's getting ridiculous. I mean, if we get a rebound rally, like I said, on Monday or Tuesday, potentially at some point here, Meta probably will participate in that. And I kind of want to add a little bit today, on this dip. I didn't add yesterday. I bought more Micron instead because I had a feeling, Meta might have a little more downside. I was right. I was watching it yesterday at like 640, 650. Now it's at, or 540, 550 rather. Now it's at 527. So this is one that falling knife, complete falling knife, but I think it's a good deal. If you have a long-term mentality, if you have, if you can hold through some volatility, I think Meta's a good buy here. Obviously, Micron, I've covered that at will here recently. We're actually up on the day. That's a great sign. Micron's up 2.5% on the day. We're consolidating right around, 350, 360, which is exactly where you want to see it consolidate. We held that back in the beginning of March, beginning of February as well. So I'm loving that. The price action on Micron here. And I think, guys, genuinely, mid 400 stock. I think we're going higher than that. So I'm in this one. Pretty much built out the position. Bought a bunch of shares here on the dip. And Nvidia is one that I haven't bought in weeks. But my goodness, guys, we're in the 160s. It's happening. We're at multi-month lows on Nvidia. This Iran crisis, war, whatever, it's bringing it under that 170 support, which has held literally since August. Think about that. So now we're trading in this gap, in this window between 165 to 170, which we called out. We talked about it. This descending triangle is playing out. Now Nvidia is trading at 21 times forward earnings with today's drop. It's getting insane, man. And they just had they had their best quarter ever. Great guidance, blowout quarter, and the stock is just not getting any love, which obviously we're in this, war right now. And one regret I have is, man, I was so close to selling covered calls on Nvidia right around earnings, and I would have banked a ton of premium there. For 210, 220 calls, I was looking to sell, and man, I wish I did that. Oh man, that would have been so good. I was looking to do that on Amazon too, which, oh, by the way, Amazon is at $200 a share, and it's about to go under, it looks like, but I didn't do that. I was about to actually sell covered calls yesterday, but I didn't. It is what it is, guys. And at this point, look, the price of oil, we all know, is a massive headwind for Amazon. So keep that in mind. And I do suspect when we're out of this war, when oil comes down, stabilizes, Amazon's going to go absolutely berserk, over the next 12, 18 months. I have no doubt, 6, 9, 12, 18 months. I have no doubt. So Amazon, I'm looking to buy more. Nvidia, and I haven't bought Meta again in months. It's been a while, but I'm looking to add that finally here, as it is just completely falling through the floor. It's looking rough for Meta. But yeah, those are a couple of names I'm eyeing up, and some ones that are green right now that we called out recently. Obviously, XLE is green. We've called that out for weeks now. I mean, everybody has, right? We literally called this out at $45 back in December, right before the new year. I was talking about XLE rotating into energy. You guys probably saw that in Discord, on Patreon, and here we are, $62. And honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be chasing energy. If anything, I'd be locking in gains. But man, another big day, 2%. We called out IPI a couple days ago as well, Intrepid Potash. Can't ever say that right. And it's up from our call out. We called it out at 38. Now it's at $45. It's up 20%. It's up another 5% today. First Majestic Silver is getting some love as well, as silver is seeing a rebound, although AG, the ticker for that stock, is it's not looking too pretty. Honestly, it's still very much in a downtrend recently. So keep in mind, I'd like to see it reverse back over 25. We're only at 2021 now, so we'll see if that momentum picks back up here in the silver stocks. But overall, guys, that's where we're at on this Friday. It's looking rough. We're right across the board. Again, the VIX is pushing 30, and if things get uglier over the weekend, look, I wouldn't be surprised if the VIX hits 35, 40 even next week. And like I've said many times here, historically, whenever the VIX is near 30, 35, especially 40, guys, yeah, historically, that's a great time to buy, and this time's no different in my opinion. I am buying, across the board, or I'm planning on buying across the board. Like I said, I haven't done much buying recently over the last 2 weeks, but now I'm really looking to start getting in. And if we get to 35, 40 VIX, I'm really looking to buy across the board, especially in those core holdings of mine, Nvidia, a bunch of other ones. Mercado Libre is another one, which I feel like is starting to, potentially get to a bottom, $1,500, $1,600 a share here. Looking to buy more of that pretty soon. And again, Meta. Meta is really the one that I think is just disgustingly overbought. It's an overreaction. They just had pretty good numbers. We saw the layoffs. They're becoming more efficient. It's just, for it to be down 30% after earnings in just the span of less than 2 months, it doesn't make sense to me. And obviously, a lot of it has to do with the war, which is why I'm buying. Because once this is over, I think we, rebound. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Consider subscribing and join the Patreon if you guys want to keep up with what I'm actually doing in my portfolio when I make the moves. You guys get all the moves in real time. You get all my trades, investments, how I'm selling options to create income within that portfolio. And of course, guys, you get access to the private Discord. Check out the link down below. It's pinned in the comments as well. Or go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.